Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your boy Akimbe Bello. Today I actually wanted to share my experience with you and also to tell you how to also deal with this kind of situation. So the experience I want to share with you is about my salary payment because I have some kind of issues with one of my employers, specifically my part-time job, about the payment of my salary. The issue was that I did not understand my salary, how they calculated the gross income. In Estonia, they call it Bronto. Of course, if I see the gross income, it is possible for me to calculate my net income. So what I mean is this. After the taxes and the pensions and every other deductions have been made, I can actually calculate how much is going to enter my bank account. And I'm going to be showing you in real time through my computer screen recording how to calculate your salary, most especially if your job is based on hourly rate. You understand? And I will also be giving information about the minimum amount that you can earn in Estonia according to law. So you can actually calculate your salary before it comes. You can calculate your gross salary, you can calculate your net salary before it comes at the end of the month. Once you have your timetable, once you know how many hours you are going to be working in the month. And of course, I will also show you how to calculate your total income when you do overtime or when you work during the holidays. All these things are very, very important because just like the kind of person I am, I like to budget my income and expenditure ahead of time, even before the salary comes, so that I'm not going to overspend and I will not create a budget that will be beyond the minimum amount that I have determined to save every month. You understand? So if you are a kind of person like me, I think this video is very, very good for you. So I'm going to be switching to my screen recording so that I can show you. There are some websites that you can actually use to calculate your income, and then there are some websites that actually talked about how many hours that is possible to work in a month in Estonia and how to calculate your overtime. Because the way Estonia do it is that they have this website where they put the possible hours to work in a month, and then you can, if you work more than that hours, the number of the hours that is above the normal working hour as stipulated by the law is going to be calculated as overtime for you. And know that the amount they pay for overtime is more than the normal hourly income, because it's going to be 1.5 payment. For example, if your salary is €5 per hour, if you do overtime, they are going to divide 5 into 2, which is 2.5. Then they will add it to your normal €5 per hour. That will be 7.5. So the amount they are going to use to calculate your overtime will be 7.5. You understand? So that is how they used to calculate it. So I'm going to be giving typical example how you can do this. So just follow me as I do it. All right, so guys, before anything, I want us to check the minimum wage that is possible to earn in Estonia. So this can easily be gotten from checking Google, like minimum, or let me just say something like Estonian, Estonian, Estonian minimum wage. So when you type that on Google, it's going to show you, like, as of June 2020, the minimum wage in Estonia is 540 euros. That is the minimum you can earn. But let's check the website of the Estonian Tax and Custom Board to get the real information about the minimum wage in Estonia. So, Estonia minimum wage is in as from January 2022, Estonia minimum wage is 654 euros. That is the minimum amount of money that you can get gross salary in Estonia, and the minimum that the employer can pay you per hour is 3 euros 86 cents. That's the minimum gross. So this is the amendment. They amended it on the 9th of December 2021. So you could see that it's kind of growing every year. In 2020 and 2021, it's the same, but in 2022, it has increased uh, about 80 euros. So this is the minimum you can get in Estonia per month. Now, let's check what I was talking about. So if you want to check the salary that you can earn in a month, as soon as I have this website, that is calculator.ee.en or something. And this particular website also work for other countries like Latvia and Lithuania, but you have to search the one that relates to Latvia and Lithuania. So this is how the website look like. So you see, this, if you want to calculate how much you are going to earn that will come into your bank account, first thing you have to do is to, first of all, you have your okay, this website is called Twigus or Tutaja Fund. That is employment or employers website, where Estonia lists the calendar working hour for 2022, calendar working time fund of 2022. So this means that in January, right, you can work for 21 days. That is the required for the month. And then the 21 days work is going to be 168 hours. So that is the kind of minimum. On if you have a full-time job, normal time you are supposed to work for a full-time job in January is 168 hours, right? So what I'm talking about when I said if you work more than this, you are going to be paid for overtime, is when you work more than 168 hours. Let's say you work for 170 hours, then the 2 hours on top of it is going to be a overtime for you, and is going to be paid with the overtime rate. So overtime rate is higher than the normal rate, right? So then February is possible for you to work for 149 hours. But then there are holidays in February. So for the holidays, when you work during the holidays, then it will be going to be calculated as 152 hours. So, but the amount, that 3 hours, is going to be paid when you work during the holidays, that is on the 23rd of February, which is the Independence Day of Estonia, I think. So you are going to be paid double salary. But some companies still insist that they are still going to pay the 1.5 salary, not two, like not double, but 1.5 salary. Some probably companies still insist that. So in March, it is possible for you to work up to 184 hours. So they calculated the total that you can work in a quarter. So the total you can work in a total is normally 501 hours. And then in addition to the holiday, then it's going to be 504. So That's the April is 160. You can work for 20 days. In March and April, May. In May, you can work for 22 days, 176 hours. In June, you can work for 20 days, 157 hours. It's because there is an holiday in the month of uh, June. You understand? 157 hours is a normal day, but because there is holiday, you can work up to 160. Because usually when we have holiday, we don't work full time. We work half day, or maybe it's 5 hours in a day. You understand? When we work during the holiday, is usually 5 hours in a day, but they are going to pay you twice your normal salary. So the second quarter is going to be 493 plus the holiday one. So you can see how it is listed. This in June too, you have a lot of holidays, and all this one will add to your salary. In August, you can work for 184 days, and you have an holiday also that will also add to your salary. In September, you can work for 22 days and 176. So then October, November, December, you can see. So this is how to calculate how many hours that is possible to work in a month. So in December, you work for 21 days and it's 165 hours, but you have like 3 holidays. So if you work all these 3 holidays, man, you are in money. So naturally, in the year 2022, you can work for 255 days and for 2,331 hours. So that is for the whole year that you can work. But Estonia have 28 days vacation, and the 28 days vacation is going to be paid. So you are not actually going to work for 255 days, but this is the possible number of days to work in the year 2022, for example. But you have to minus 28 days, because 28 days is your vacation. So it's compulsory for the company to give you your vacation there. So so the average working days per month is 21.25. So when you are on vacation, right, the way they calculate your salary is based on the average working days per month for the whole year. So this is what they will use to calculate the amount they will pay you for your vacation. So that's I think, like what my manager told me, is really average working days 6 months prior to the time that you have a vacation. So that's how they do it in different Estonia. So, and if you are also interested in knowing what the vacations are for, like this is the anniversary of the Republic of Estonia, like I said earlier. In June 22 is the working day before Victory Day. December 23 is the working day before Christmas Eve. All those kind of a thing. You can check this in English language. You can take, but I mean, my laptop automatically translates, so I think that I'm good with this. Um, with this. So yeah, that's just the way to calculate how many days. Then you can now switch to this place and to calculate your hourly, to calculate how you can do this. Okay, so guys, now let's take for example, I'm opening the calculator on my laptop. Let's take for example now, for the month of June, let's check the calendar. For the month of June, let's calculate how much is possible to earn. So for the month of June, this is July. Okay, let's use July. You see that there is no holiday in the month of July, so the salary is just going to be normal. So it is possible to work for 168 hours in the month of June, right? Now let's calculate how much it is possible for us to earn in a gross salary, 168 hours. So assuming that your salary per hour is €5, or let us use the minimum, the minimum that is possible for you to earn in an hour. That is 3.83 euros that you can earn in an hour. So the minimum that is possible for you to earn in the month of June will be 168 hours multiplied by 3.86. So you see that that is 684 euros point 48. That is the minimum you can earn in Estonia. But trust me, most companies don't pay the, in fact, I've never heard about any company that actually pays uh minimum wage in Estonia. So, but this is just how much that, let's assume you are being paid 3.86 euros per hour, which is the minimum wage. So the amount you will earn is 648.48 euros. So let us check this. So you see that minimum wage that you're supposed to earn is 654 euros on average. So you see that this is below the recommended minimum wage. So I really think that no company is going to pay you this low salary. But let's just use this as an example. That is 600. But let's kind of do this kind of approximation to 650 euros. So let's assume it is 650 euros that you earn in the month. Now, Estonia have something they call tax exemption. So you in Estonia, there is tax exemption of 500 euros. You can also Google that, like Estonian tax exemption. Exemption. So you can check that also. That is in the MTA as well. That is the tax office. So an employee whose gross salary in the calendar year is 1,000 euros per month receives 12,000 euros on an annual income. In this case, 500 euros per month or 6,000 euros per year is tax free. So the first 500 euros you earn, you are not expected to pay tax on it. So tax will be calculated after the 500 euros that you earn. So if you earn 500 euros and below, it means you are not going to pay any tax. Calculation of basic exemption. So if your annual income is 14,400 euros, it gives 6,000 euros annual basic exemption, which means on this 6,000 euros, you are not expected to pay tax. You understand? So the remaining is now going to be, they will minus the 14,400 euros from 6,000. So the remaining is what you are going to pay tax on. So what I just wanted to say is that 500 euros is not tax out of your salary on a monthly basis. So the tax is going to be calculated after the 500 euros. So now let us calculate how much we are going to earn after all the deduction of tax and everything, assuming we are earning 650 euros in a month. 650 euros. So this is your salary, the total salary in a month. Then take into account minimum social tax monthly rate. You are not the one to pay the minimum social tax. Your company had to do it for you. Your company will pay that for you. So then take into account tax-free minimum monthly. So you are going to click it because you have a tax exemption. Then unemployment insurance, you have to pay like 8% of your salary, or 0.08% of your salary as unemployment insurance. Then unemployment insurance for employee, No, have to remove this because your employer doesn't pay unemployment insurance for you, but maybe in some companies, employer pays this for you. But for example, in my own company, employers don't pay unemployment insurance for me, but I pay from my salary, which is 16% of my salary is going for unemployment. Then funded pension, pillar two, this is compulsory as well. Um, Let me see. Then you will pay normal. I'm coming. Let me click this because I'm trying to understand. Because you have to pay three insurance. You have to pay three insurance. So now you have to calculate this, and this is what we got. So total cost employer watch. This the total amount that your employer is going to pay in a month. So guys, I really hope that I've been able to, pass across a useful message to you through this video for today. So if you are an aspiring person that wants to come to Europe, most especially Estonia, that is how you can calculate your salary. So I think that knowledge is power. So you'll be able to know how to probably defend yourself if your employer make a mistake about your salary. They don't usually cheat like that, but there might be some misunderstanding because everybody is subject to mistake in life. So the accountant can make mistake about your salary. So it's always good for you to know how to calculate all these things so that you can make the necessary correction anytime your employer or the accountant make a mistake about your salary. So I think this knowledge is very good, especially for those of us living in Estonia, Lithuania, and Latvia, because you can actually use this also in those other countries to calculate. Because in most cases, even in all EU countries, some of the things they do are similar. Tax percentage might be different. It depends on the country and the economy of that country. So tax can be different. So, but in terms of calculating your gross salary, your net salary, and all those things, it's always very similar in most EU countries, most especially all the Baltic countries and some of the Nordic countries as well. So you can actually calculate it by yourself and check mate what they gave to you to know maybe there is a mistake or not. That is the purpose for making this video, because I mean the salary I receive from my second job, the one I received previous month was 127 euros more than what I received in the next month. So I became confused because I did the same shift and I did the same number of hours. So what is the difference? So I had to start asking questions until I was able to get answers to those questions. So I just said I should pass that knowledge across to you so that you can also do the same, because I believe it's useful for every one of us, especially those of us that are living in Estonia. So, guys, I have a good news, right? I have hit almost 6,000 watch hours in my YouTube channel, and I am in almost 960 subscribers. So which means I need like 40 subscribers more to be able to qualify for the monetization. So, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be monetized in the new months that we are going to be, entering this coming Monday, that is tomorrow. So I really want your support, guys. Please subscribe to my channel. I need at least 40 people to subscribe to my channel in order for me to qualify for monetization. And I believe that you guys will make it happen. And thanks so much for all your supports, because I mean, I don't really think I'm doing something too much, but you guys actually show love to me, and you are watching my video, you are subscribing, and I mean, thank you so much, guys. I can't appreciate you enough, but I'm expecting that you guys will help me probably to share my video to people that might need it. Then I can hit the 1,000 minimum subscriber rate, and then I've already gotten more than 5,000 watch hours. So I'm expecting you guys to help me to achieve this goal. So I'm going to be seeing you next week. Thank you guys for always being there for me. If you are watching my video and you have not subscribed, please kindly subscribe to my channel so that I can be monetized. You understand? From statistics and analytics, I discovered that 90% of the people that watch my videos, they are not subscribed to my channel. Please subscribe. Your subscription will make a difference for me when it comes to monetization. So, and if you are existing subscriber, thank you so much. Always try to like my video and leave a comment so that we can also communicate in or interact on this platform. Thank you so much. And then you can share all the information that you think your friends and loved ones might need with them, so that I can have more subscribers and people can actually be informed about the videos I'm making. So thank you so much, guys. I'm going to see you next week. Peace out.